Every year, millions of travelers flock to Asia, drawn by ancient temples, stunning beaches, and vibrant cultures. The allure of these destinations is undeniable, offering a mix of history, natural beauty, and vibrant local life that captivates the hearts of many. But beneath the postcard-perfect surface, a troubling reality lurks. In Thailand alone, hundreds of foreign tourists are reported missing each year. This statistic is often overshadowed by the region's charm and allure. Some are found, but many simply vanish without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and heartbroken families. These aren't just numbers, they're stories of adventure turned to tragedy, families left in limbo, and mysteries that haunt even the most popular destinations. Each missing person represents a life interrupted, a journey cut short. Disappearances often happen in places you'd least expect, bustling towns like Pai, Thailand, or the islands of Malaysia. These are places where tourists feel safe, yet the unexpected can still occur. The sense of freedom and adventure that draws travelers can sometimes mask hidden risks. The excitement of exploring new places can make one overlook potential dangers. The stories follow a chilling pattern. A young backpacker sends a final, cheerful message home, then suddenly goes silent. It's a pattern that repeats too often, leaving loved ones in despair. Their room is left untouched, belongings abandoned. It's as if they vanished into thin air, leaving behind only memories and questions. For families thousands of miles away, the nightmare begins. A desperate search for answers in a place where the map suddenly goes blank. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about awareness. It's about facing the reality that even the safest-seeming destinations have their dangers. Awareness and caution can make a significant difference. As travelers, understanding these risks is the first step to staying safe. Knowledge and preparation are key to ensuring a safe and enjoyable journey. By looking at real-life cases, we can learn the patterns and challenges, and maybe prevent another adventure from ending in mystery. Each case offers lessons that can help future travelers. So let's pull back the curtain and explore what happens when a traveler walks off the edge of the map in Asia. The stories behind these disappearances are as varied as the landscapes they occur in. These are the stories behind the statistics. They remind us that every number has a name, a face, and a story worth telling. February 2016, Pai, northern Thailand, a backpacker's paradise nestled in the lush mountains and famous for its laid-back vibe and bohemian spirit. Grace Taylor, a 21-year-old artist from England, was on a solo trip, sharing her journey online and keeping in close touch with family and friends back home. She documented her travels through photos, sketches, and heartfelt messages, capturing the beauty and freedom she found on the road. But on February 16th, her messages stopped abruptly, leaving her loved ones in growing suspense. Grace was last seen at a guest house, distressed and paranoid, telling her mother on a frantic call that she was being followed by someone she couldn't identify. That was the last time anyone heard from her. Her sudden silence sent shockwaves through her family. She left her passport and most belongings behind, taking only her phone and a little cash before vanishing into the town, as if she was in a hurry or afraid. Her family, desperate and thousands of miles away, contacted embassies and authorities, launching a digital search that quickly spread across social media platforms and online forums. The online community rallied, sharing her story and piecing together her last known movements, hoping for any clue that could lead to her whereabouts. Witnesses recalled seeing her at a local viewpoint, possibly after an unsettling encounter with a stranger, or someone she feared. Was Grace fleeing a real threat, or was she in the grip of a mental health crisis, overwhelmed by anxiety and fear in a foreign land? The questions mounted as the search began, with locals and travelers joining the effort. The line between danger and paranoia blurred, and the mystery deepened with every passing hour. Was she a victim of foul play, or did she disappear to escape a fear only she could see? The possibilities seemed endless. The search for Grace Taylor was underway, but answers were nowhere in sight, and the town of Pai held its secrets close. With Grace now officially missing, a sense of urgency swept through the small town of Pai. Local police, joined by dozens of volunteers, immediately began scouring Pai and its surrounding jungle. The terrain was unforgiving: steep hills, tangled undergrowth, and thick, almost impenetrable vegetation. There were hidden dangers at every turn: slippery rocks, sudden drops, and wild animals lurking in the shadows. Searchers checked waterfalls, caves, and remote trails that twisted deep into the wilderness, calling her name again and again under the relentless Thai sun, hoping for any sign of her. The local community, shaken and deeply invested in Grace's fate, guided teams through secret paths, shared local knowledge, and offered unwavering support. Days into the search, a farmer reported seeing someone resembling Grace walking toward Chiang Mai, miles away from Pai. The sighting was unconfirmed, but it shifted the focus of the search, expanding the area and renewing hope. Grace's family flew to Thailand, desperate for answers and determined to help. Her mother quickly became the face of the search, pleading for help, speaking to the media, and galvanizing volunteers from all walks of life. Despite the expanded effort, the jungle kept its secrets, its vastness swallowing up clues and hope alike. The search was now a race against time, with each passing day making the task more daunting. Hope clashed with the harsh reality of the wilderness, as exhaustion and worry set in. Every new lead brought a surge of hope and renewed determination, but disappointment followed as the days dragged on, and the trail grew colder. The community rallied, supporting each other and refusing to give up, but Grace Taylor remained missing, her fate a haunting question mark that lingered over Pai. The whispers of what happened to her only grew louder, echoing through the anxious community. A week passed, and the search for Grace Taylor stalled. The lead on the road to Chiang Mai faded, and the jungle search was scaled back. With no evidence or crime scene, the investigation shifted to a missing person case filled with dead ends. Rumors swirled, drug gangs, psychological distress, the so-called pie hole that can trigger paranoia in travelers. Police found no clues in her digital footprint or interviews. Her last communications were with her mother. Theories abounded, but none brought comfort or closure. The official search ended, but her family pressed on, raising funds and awareness. Grace's disappearance became one of Pai's most haunting mysteries, a stark reminder of the risks beneath the surface of paradise. The jungle kept its secrets, and for Grace Taylor, the trail went cold. Now, to Tioman Island, Malaysia, May 2014. Gareth Huntley, a 34-year-old Londoner volunteering at the Wara Turtle Project, set out alone for a short trek to Lubuk Teja waterfall. He was fit, experienced, and expected back in a few hours. When he didn't return, friends retraced his steps, calling his name into the dense jungle. The jungle was thick and disorienting. If Gareth strayed from the path, finding him would be nearly impossible. His belongings were untouched in his room. His last message mentioned only the waterfall. The search quickly escalated from a small group of friends to a major operation involving local authorities. No sign of Gareth, no clues, no distress signal, just a chilling silence. How could an experienced trekker vanish on a well-known trail? The mystery deepened as the search intensified. The search for Gareth became massive. Police, rescue teams, helicopters, and villagers combed the jungle. His family arrived, the case drawing international attention and diplomatic pressure. The jungle was relentless, steep, slippery, and nearly impenetrable. Days passed with no trace, hope fading with each fruitless search. Then, over a week later, Gareth's body was found in a pond, just 100 meters from the Turtle Project base. He was heartbreakingly close to safety. No signs of foul play. The likely cause was exposure and disorientation. The discovery brought closure, but also more questions. How did he end up so close, yet so lost? Gareth's story is a sobering reminder. Even a simple walk in paradise can turn deadly. Sometimes, the wilderness wins. Investigating a tourist's disappearance abroad is a nightmare of obstacles. The terrain itself is a formidable enemy. Jungles erase tracks, hide evidence, and endanger searchers. Then comes bureaucracy. Local police, embassies, and families all collide, often with language barriers and conflicting priorities. The golden hour, the first 48 hours, is often lost, especially for solo travelers. By the time a search begins, the trail is already cold, evidence gone. Cultural differences can complicate things further. Some places downplay foul play to protect tourism. This can lead to missed clues and premature conclusions. For families, navigating foreign systems while desperate for answers is an unimaginable burden. The result? A web of challenges that makes finding the missing, and the truth, painfully difficult. The jungle isn't the only thing that keeps secrets. Sometimes, the system does too. When a traveler vanishes, the pain doesn't end with the search. Families are left in limbo, caught between hope and despair, unable to grieve or move on. They spend savings, become detectives, and put their lives on hold, chasing any lead. Every day is a waiting game. Every phone call a possible breakthrough. Local communities feel the impact too. Fear, suspicion, and trauma ripple through towns that rely on tourism. Some respond by improving safety, but the memory of loss lingers. The landscape itself becomes tinged with tragedy. These disappearances force hard conversations about safety and responsibility. The scars are invisible, but they shape both families and the places where paradise turned to loss. The story never truly ends for those left behind. The stories of Grace and Gareth are tragic, but they're also lessons for every traveler. Adventure and caution must go hand in hand. Research your destination, know the risks, and learn key local phrases. Always let someone know your plans, whether it's a trek or a stroll. A quick message can be a lifeline if things go wrong. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, get out. For solo travelers, confidence and caution are key. Consider a personal locator beacon for remote adventures. Most travel is safe, but preparation and awareness make all the difference. Explore boldly, but explore smart. The world is full of wonder. Don't let fear stop you, but don't ignore the risks. For more real-life mysteries and travel stories, follow along as we journey to the edge of the map.